Welcome to Math 55 Pre-Algebra Online. My name is Eric Deaton. I am your online math instructor. Currently I am looking at the Blackboard portion of the course. I've only used Blackboard to post a few announcements, but all the assignments will be found in an external online system called My Math Lab. Now, like I said, I will create announcements. You may or may not be able to see these until the first day of class, which is October the 12th. You may not be able to see all these tabs until October the 12th either, but I'm going to go ahead and click on a couple of these. On this start here, you'll see where you can find the syllabus and where you can take the syllabus quiz. The syllabus quiz becomes available October the 12th. Make sure you finish that before the end of the day, October the 18th. If you do not, you'll be reported as a no-show, which means that you may be dropped from the course, so it is actually a big deal. Then important information has some other really important information that you'll want to read or look at. The final exam is proctored, which means you must go to your local college and take it there. The proctor will have all the information needed to access the final exam, and this is just a list of numbers and contact people. Now, my math lab this is one place to find my math lab. You may want to just go ahead and type in mymathlab.com. It can be kind of tricky otherwise. Sometimes Blackboard isn't compatible with this link. This is one place to find or be able to email me. Formula sheet. This is one place to find the formula sheet that can actually be used on the final exam. If you want to ask questions, you can do email, or you can use some of these resources that I've created for you. Right now, what I'm going to do is go over the syllabus. Most of this you can read for yourself. For now, the most important thing is that you do need to purchase a My Math Lab access code, and that can actually be purchased at the bookstore. It's actually a little bit cheaper when you're registering your course ID that's found in the syllabus quiz. There'll be a place where you can purchase the My Math Lab access code. It's a little bit cheaper. And then here's the technical support number for My Math Lab if you ever have any computer issues. If you want to come meet me, if you happen to be in the London, Kentucky area, this is when I'm going to be there, and this is where I'm going to be at. And if you call this number, which is my office number, make sure you leave a message. And then, once again, here's another place to find my email address. No shows once again, October the 18th. It's a big deal. The class has 7 units, which is basically 7 chapters in the textbook. You can read this for yourself. You can read most of the syllabus for yourself. Some of it you may not even need to read. But 75% of the class is based on the unit work, and 25% is based on the comprehensive final exam. In order to pass this class, you must make at least a 70% in the final course average, which does include the final exam grade, and you must make at least a 50% in the final exam. Making a 50% on the final exam does not mean you actually pass the class. It just means I get to count it in the final grade. Now, if you are familiar with Somerset Community College and other colleges around the system that have an MP grade in their on-campus courses, the MP grade in the online courses does not work the same way. No grades will transfer over. No complete units or modules will transfer from online to on-campus or vice versa. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then you really don't need to worry about it. But some people do. Once again, you can read this for yourself. December the 9th is the last day to take the comprehensive proctored final exam. You can take it earlier if you want to. In fact, if you finish all units, which is required to happen before you can take the final exam, if you finish all units and complete the final exam on or before December the 1st, 2015, I'll give you a second chance with the highest grade recorded. So just keep that in mind. Important date. If you are going to withdraw, you have until midterm to withdraw without my signature. After midterm, you need my permission. Just send me an email, and I'll send you one back. December the 4th is the last day to withdraw. Currently, the homework assignments require 70% to progress from one assignment to the next. If you don't complete a unit by a certain deadline, that jumps to 80% instead of 70%, which I'll talk about that more in just a second. This is a breakdown of the course, and this is how the class is set up, and I'm actually going to go through this by reviewing the My MathLab classroom. And so that's what I want to do right now. So I'm going to go to My MathLab, and this is how the class is going to look when you register and when you enter the course. You'll see some announcements, which will be the same announcements I'll post on Blackboard, and I'll also send those through email. This is another place where you can find the syllabus. Another place to where you can ask questions, just like in Blackboard. But I want to click on Unit 1. Now in Unit 1 you can see some more information. So I posted information everywhere just so you'll know exactly where to look and where you can find what you need to be doing. So when you click on in the main menu of your course and you click on Unit 1, you'll see this link. So when I click on that link, my Unit 1 assignments become available. Now if that link doesn't work, you may need to go down here to this link. I've had issues with where people couldn't access the link in the units, but you could always access these. So that's just a little heads up there. So I'm going to click on that again. And here's the unit assignments. Now these are videos. They are not required, but they are highly recommended. They are the exact same lectures I used to give in class. They're YouTube videos, completely free. Completely free. Highly recommend it. You may or may not need to watch those, it just depends. But I will tell you this. This link has the notes that I'm going over in the videos. So you may want to print those off if you do watch the videos and follow along and write down what I write down. Because I do examples in the videos. So keep that in mind. There will not be a grade for the videos, but the videos do correspond, notice 1, 2, 1, 3, with the corresponding homework assignment 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, just like a regular class would. So think of it as being a regular class, because it actually is. And then for the next homework assignment, you'll see videos for that one, so on, so on, so on. Now you see this flag. What that means is you can't access this homework assignment until this homework assignment is complete with a grade of at least 70%. But notice that Unit 1 isn't due until October 19th. If you do not finish the Unit 1 exit test by the due date of October 19th, because as of right now, to access the Unit 1 exit test by October 9th, or before October 19th, on or before October 19th, you must make at least 70% on the homework assignments. After that date, you'll have to make an 80. So you're never locked out, you just may have to do some extra work. In fact, you shouldn't go for the 70%, you should go for 100. And there's a reason why, and I'll explain that here in a second. So you see videos, see homework assignments, then you'll see this review. This review is not required, but highly recommend it. It also can be worth up to 5 points bonus on this exit test. So what that means is you can either do the review or you can do the bonus and earn an extra 5%. And this bonus question pretty much means you create your own real life word problem. And you click respond when you're ready, call that bonus or something, and then type in your response here. So what that means is you can earn 5 points bonus by doing the review or the bonus question. You can also earn another 5 points bonus on the exit test if you finish before October 19th, not on October 19th, but before. And that's really how the class is set up. Now what I want to do, I'm going to enter a homework assignment so you can see something about how you can get higher than 70%, or you can always get 100% on the homework assignments. First off, you'll notice there's some information over here. These are called learning aids. This helped me solve this. We'll actually work a problem out with you step by step. This video is not my video, it's the author's video. This textbook will open up the online textbook, the digital textbook. And then you can use this calculator, and this is the only calculator you'll be able to use in Math 55. So keep that in mind. This is the only one permitted, even on the final exam. And if you use this Ask My Instructor, it will actually send this view to me, this actual problem. You can insert comments if you want to. So let's say that you're doing this problem and you don't know what you're doing. So you just start guessing, or you think you know, but you really don't know. And then you guess again, And sometimes you get two, most times you get 3 attempts. Sometimes 2, sometimes 1, but most times 3. On this one, I only get 2 attempts, and it tells me the correct answer and marks it for me, and I get a big red X. It's not good. I don't want to keep it. So what I can do is to get more attempts on a problem that's similar but not the same one is click similar exercise. And then it gives me a new number. So when I look at this one and then I figure it out, because I watched the videos, I see nice work, a big nice green check, still see the red X. When I click OK, changes. I get credit for it. On the homework, I do not have to hit save. It saves it automatically. So I can just go from one problem to the next and do them. And that's it. Not a big deal once you get the hang of it. Now on the test, by the way, you can click on show all if you ever get to this page. You can see all the assignments on one page, which is where I'm looking at right now. That's why you see them all. On the test, do not hit submit test until you've answered all the questions. So keep that in mind. And that's how all these units are set up. I'm going to go to unit 2 for just a second just to show you something. This homework 1 has a 1% prereq on the exit test. That's just to make sure that you're doing the units in order. That's all it is. So the exit tests don't actually have a minimum score other than 1%. 1. Not 100, but 1. Homeworks have a minimum score. And then on the final exam, once again, you can find the information. December the 1st is a big day. That's why I have it all kinds of places. If you finish all the units and the final exam, first attempt of the final exam on or before December the 1st, you'll be given a second attempt to be completed by December the 9th. If I'm not saying December, I mean December. Highest score of the two will be recorded. So keep in mind, you might want to take advantage of that. Final exam information. There's the formula sheet once again. You want to take a clean copy with you. Make sure there's nothing written on it. The proctors will be asked to check it out. Make sure it's the same thing that's here. If you're a Somerset student, click on this for your proctor information. The syllabus also has proctor information. It's at the very bottom, the syllabus. Which I'm going to show you that once again, but I just want to choose C now. Make sure I went over it. Study plan, I'm just going down the list. Study plan is just practice. If you want to practice, just click on view all chapters. And then click on whichever chapter you're going to expand it. Maybe a certain section you want to click on. Multimedia library and ebook is where you can find the textbook. Click on that. Click on find out. It opens the book up for you. I'll show you. You can click on any of these and it will open up the book, wherever you want to be. And Gradebook, when you do, or if you want to check your grades, just click on show overall score, and this grade up here is your current overall average. That's pretty much the class. It really isn't that difficult to figure out once you start working in it. Now I'm going back to the syllabus and showing you the due dates. These due dates are the same as the due dates here. So I'm giving you reminders all over the place. I think it's pretty well designed to keep you on par what you need to be doing. And then if you're a Somerset student, you need to read all this. And if you ever have any questions, oh, by the way, once again, there's your proctor information depending on which college you're at. Once again, if you ever have any questions, feel free to email me. That's by far the best way. By far.